Alright, so we're getting started, guys. Spawning here in the bottom left-hand corner of the map is our submitter, the red Zerg, OverSiard. And his opponent, top right-hand corner of Core Hall Compound, we have the blue Terran, DaRkSiGhT. DaRkSiGhT, ZVT, guys. OverSiard wants to figure out what he can do right in this game. Now, don't get me wrong. Soul, how am I ignoring you? Oh, I didn't see you say hey there, handsome. Hey, Soul. Everyone say hello to Soul. He's one of my teammates. And the next Team Nightmare. So we're gonna watch what you do. Hopefully you go hatch first. I'll type it in Skype chat right now. You're at 15 supply. There you go. So you're going hatch first. That's smart. That's smart. Typing it in the Nightmare Skype chat there. So you went hatch first. Join up. 17's a nice spot for pull. A little greedy, but you can. It's okay. You can get away with it. Did you scout what he was doing? No, you didn't. So you're denied the scout. More than likely, because he put on the fast depot, he's going to be going gases expand. Just more than likely. You got overlords in position. You're going to be scouting one of the gases to be able to tell. You went for gas. I kind of prefer getting a later gas. That's okay, though. Yeah, there's so many different ways you can open up ZVT. Whatever makes you more comfortable. If you want a faster speed, that is fine. Hold off any roll marine aggression, like any form of fast multi-brax marine aggression. Speed's going to help out a lot. Overlord's outside the base. Okay, you're spreading onto the high ground. Everything looking okay. You're going up. Now, you haven't made a third queen yet. You have to make a third queen. Creep spread is more important in this matchup than any other matchup. You can go 3 queen, you can go 4 queen. You can do whatever one you want. But you need to do one of them a little bit quicker. You're just not getting that third queen. That's a little late. I prefer it quicker. You got the spine crawler. That's okay. You got Lings in position, holding the zone on the tower, so you can tell he's moving up. Did you scout that natural base? You did, so you know he's expanded. That's good. I fucking love vanilla ice cream as well, too. So you're getting map control, map vision. That's good. You gotta do what you can. You're taking that third base. That's smart. You're getting a fast third. Creep spread started. We need to keep an eye. You're missing injects. You're missing injects. Injects are the most important thing. Most important thing. Getting the Baneling Nest to be defensive. That's fine. Don't leave a lair just yet if you're going for a fast third base. You want to focus on connecting the creep base. And I like the fact that you're spreading creep from your natural, not your main, because you want to get the creep to the third base as fast as possible. It's going to be hard to hold off with drops and whatnot. You need to work on those creep spreads, though. You're getting really slow on your injects. You got up to 15 energy on both of these, so you missed a lot of injects there, CR. You're taking your gases at a nice time. Would have liked to see a third and fourth gas soon. Before the 9-minute mark, it's better to get that, because now whenever you get to that lair tech, you're not going to be able to afford to do much. You still don't have that third and fourth gas, so maybe around the 7-minute mark would be a little bit better. It's still a 9-minute mark, and you still don't have a third and fourth gas. You're just not taking those third bases up. You have plenty of drones. You've just been free to drone. 54 supply. You got Baneling speed on the way. Infestation pit, 28 wings. Everything looking nice so far. You do eventually want to spread the creep here just to get it connected, but it's not the worst thing. If there are Banshees show up, because a lot of the style now is you go Gas Expand, the Reactor Hellions, and the Cloak Banshees. Without the base being connected, Queens are just going to be a little bit slow there. It's going to be a little bit annoying. You might actually lose Queens because of it.
No wonder.
Fucking Pandora ads. You have your 4th and 5th gas, but you're not mining out of them. You need to start that immediately, because right now you have so many minerals banked and no gas. You can't build any infestors. You have 2 built-in right now because you're not mining gas efficiently. So here comes that first drop. Overlord scout them. You have Lings in position. Very, very nice. Creep spread's looking pretty good. Could be a little bit better, but it's not the end of the world. Again, you got to connect the creep here eventually. You got your lair started. Big thing I want to point out. This is like super, super bad. You don't have a single evolution chamber. You don't have a single one. You need to at least build one at like the 5.5, 6-minute mark because of Banshees. Maybe a little later than that. 7-minute mark, you need to have at least, by the 7-minute mark, you need to have at least 1 Evo chamber. Right now, you have no upgrades. You don't have a single fucking upgrade. This is really, really bad. And you might lose the game because of, like, this is actually scary bad. You don't have any upgrades. You gotta get those Evo chambers a lot sooner. So you see he's trying to take map control here. That's fine. You see them on a creep. You're morphing those banelings. You have the infestors. You don't have burrow. It's nice to have burrow when you go into this here. That's a beautiful funnel growth there. You did lose an infestor in the process. Send in forward one infestor at a time. Don't send up forward all four. Send one forward at a time so you don't lose any more than you should. You need to take that fourth base. You do have the macro hatch, but you only have one queen between them, so you need to get an extra queen out. You have so many links here. He has 0-0. Okay, normally this is the 13.5-minute mark. If you would have gotten those 2 Evo chambers at the 7-minute mark, you would have had 1-1 at least by the time this engagement finished, or by the time you should engage him. You might even be able to hit a 2-2 timing because he's slow pushing you, and you would just literally crush this army. You have more infestors on the way. You could have had Hive started by now as well. Your gas is so low though, and because you're missing injects, as you can tell from the energy you have built up, you're not maxed. You can be maxed right now easily. So you got to work on those injects. Creep spread's nice. You're getting ready for a flank multi-prong attack. Here comes the engagement. Lings, Banelings coming forward. Infestors didn't really do shit there, but that's fine. You save most of the energy. And right now, you're only back up to 111 supply. Let's look at your... Oh, you have a drop going down here. Got to be careful for that. Your webcam quality ate shit. I don't know why it would do that. So you lost a lot of drones here because of this drop. It's nice to have a spore and a spine. At every third base versus Zerg, versus Terran rather, you want a spore and a spine at each base. How many drones did he kill? He killed 21 drones. Okay, so that's not good for you. Let's look at that larva count real quick though. So you got a shitload of larva on this base. You got 4, 7. You have an okay amount of larva. You actually never keybound your macro hatch. That's very important. You have 7 larvae here, that's just not being utilized. And because you've been missing injects, you're actually not maxed. You could actually just remax instantly almost. So you clean up that drop now. You lost a lot of drones though. You still have a nice lead though. You got it, Deza. Yeah, I know Slayer's boner. I just always forget that they added that. Creep spread's looking okay. You're starting to get it going again. Infestors moving across the map. I don't know if you should be the aggressor at this point because you did not come out too far ahead on that engagement. I mean, you're building 51 links, so you can engage into this. I'd be a little, wow, you have no lings now. You just made all your lings into banelings. This is not, you don't ever want to do this. You want like a 2-to-1 ratio. You don't ever want pure baneling. Because good siege tank boss, because he's going double factory now, so he's going to have lots of siege tanks. You could easily obliterate this. Look how many banelings we lost before. If he would have been sieged, this wouldn't have just happened. If he would have been sieged, you would have actually cleaned up all of your banelings. You never want to go full baneling like that. 2-to-1 ratio. 2 lings for 1 baneling. It's a nice little ratio. Infested Terran coming forward, humping like a couple infestors. Infested Terran. I mean, at this point, you've won. You've got a nice little drop down here, so you lost your third base. So you're always going to be careful of that. If you look over to the right side of the map, you have like poor vision. You need to spread your overlords better. I mean, look at all the where are your overlords? You got like a lot just sitting here. With the new overlord speed, there's no reason you shouldn't spread out your overlords more. So you're going to be dying to this third base. Infested Terran coming out. Should be able to kill it before the planetary finishes. Any left to do. So for the most part, everything was looking pretty okay. You need to work on your injects. They're the most important thing when it comes to a Zerg. They're like breathing. You stop breathing, you die. It's my favorite Destiny quote. You have to. Oh yeah. It's the most important part of Zerg is the injects. It really is. Spread your overlords better. You took too much damage at this third base to drops. I love this thing. I'm so glad I have it. You're taking out this base that's nice. The Evo chambers, man, that's the most important thing, man. You never got a single upgrade. You're going Hive Tech without a single Evo chamber. If he would have blindly went Cloak Banshees, you would have been in a fuckload of trouble. Like, you would have taken loads of damage. And a lot of Terran players are doing that now because of the Queen buff. They're going the Gas Expand and the Fast 1-1-1 and getting Cloak Banshees. So Evo chambers, man, they are so very important. 6.5, 7-minute mark. Spread your overlords though, that's most important. New base is 1 spine color at least. Spine and a spore to help against drops. I mean, you shouldn't have lost this third base. But for the most part, I mean, it was okay. It was okay. Your gas, though. You have to take those gases quicker. If you're going for the Ling style, if you're going for the mass Ling style like you are, you need more gas for more infestors, and then the initial transition into Broodlords and Banelings. So, I mean, you need more. You need to get those gases immediately. But for the most part, I mean, you did a good job. You ended up winning the game, so good work. Just next time, don't lose this third base and get those Evo chambers.